Really good socks. Better socks are more comfortable, they're more durable, and they just make your feet happy. Go for 100% cotton or wool. Wool socks can last a really long time if you buy from the right brands. Some brands like Darn Tough even have lifetime warranties on socks. I like a mid-weight or medium cushion sock. These just work with all different kinds of shoes. Yeah, I have some thick socks that work with boots and are really warm for wintertime, but I prefer buying socks that I can wear all year round. Bonus points if you limit your entire sock collection to just a handful of neutral colors. You know, gray, off-white, navy. This makes your sock drawer interchangeable, so you never have to go hunting for a matched pair. Makes laundry easier, and it's one less decision to make every morning. I'll link to some of my favorite cotton and wool socks down below in the description. Another way to enhance your everyday life for less than $25? Buy better underwear. Like these boxer briefs from Skims, who partnered with me on today's video. The thing is, cheap underwear, it tends to ride up, the waistband digs into your stomach, and it falls apart after a few months of regular wear. But many higher end brands tend to charge like $30+ for one pair of boxer briefs. Not Skims. Even though their quality and materials are top of line, their pricing is surprisingly friendly. They also look a lot better than a lot of the other premium brands that I've tried. These are the 5-inch stretch boxer briefs in gunmetal. They're a 91% modal blend, so very soft, very lightweight. I think a great pair of underwear kind of disappears beneath your clothes. It doesn't bother you throughout the day. You really don't even notice it. That's how I feel when I wear these, even on really hot summer days. Then we have the cotton boxer brief in the chalk color. These are more of a mid-weight fabric, slightly more structured, but very supportive in all the right places. These are great for anybody who prefers a higher concentration of natural fibers. I love the chalk color. It makes me feel kind of old school, like a mid-century Ivy League athlete. Gotta go to crew practice later. I went with a medium in this style. I feel like they're just slightly more snug than the stretch boxer briefs. And you know, I got some hips. Both pairs have crazy comfortable waistbands. I hate when a sharp waistband digs into my stomach when I'm bending over to change a diaper or playing make-believe with my 3-year-old. So if your underwear drawer could use an upgrade, I highly recommend clicking the link down below in the description and checking out Skims Men's. Let them know that I sent you, so choose YouTube in the post-purchase survey and select my channel from the dropdown. Links in the description. Citrus squeezer. If you cook a lot or you like to make citrusy drinks at home like cocktails or lemon water, one of these little things will save your hands and they'll help you get every last drop out of your lemon or lime. If you use a squeezer for cooking, it will help keep the seeds out of your food. We have an orange tree in our yard, so during a certain time of year, we're squeezing fresh OJ like every day. These little squeezers are so worth the money. We have 2 in different sizes and I use them both regularly. Silicone baking mat. These are reusable, they're easy to clean, you can use them instead of parchment paper, so it's eco-friendly, and they're perfect for baking or roasting veggies. They help your food cook more evenly, they prevent sticking, so it also makes it easier to clean and preserve your baking sheets. Lacrosse ball. Basically a poor man's massage therapist. Roll it under your feet or under your shoulder blades, anywhere that you're feeling a bit tight. It hurts so good, and I think it's more effective than a foam roller because you can really get it in these little tight spaces. It's also cheaper. You can get one of these for just a few dollars. You know, you can get a couple of them, keep one in your bedroom so you can use it before bed, put one in your gym bag so you can use it during warm-up or cool down, keep one at the office. Lacrosse ball. Night lights. Put these in the bathroom or the hallway or the kitchen, any place you don't want to blind yourself with overhead lights at 2 a.m. Look for the light activated ones that automatically come on when it's dark. These save a bit of energy and they just make your house safer. I think they also add a nice ambient glow that makes your house feel kind of cozy at night. I'll link to the exact ones that I use. They come in a 4-pack and they're really affordable. Newsletter. If you're enjoying this video, you're gonna love my weekly newsletter. It's 100% free and it's chock full of my best product recommendations and life advice. From what jeans to buy to how to make friends as a busy adult, the newsletter is all of my best insights distilled into a fun, digestible format each week. Did I mention it's free? Go to brockmcgoff.com/subscribe and join the club. I'll see you on the inside. Longer charging cables. Why are the default phone charging cables so short? Get a 6 or 10 footer and thank me later. I've been liking these heavy duty ones from a brand called Static, but even a cheap one is a small upgrade that will make charging your phone much less annoying. Better moisturizer. Almost everyone could benefit from using moisturizer on their face, but you gotta get the right kind. Go with a clean moisturizer, you know, unscented, minimal ingredients, look for sensitive skin on the label, even if you think you don't have sensitive skin. Your face is gonna feel better and you won't smell like a Bed Bath & Beyond. beyond. Bonus points for using a moisturizer with a bit of sun protection built in. SPF is the best anti-aging ingredient. I'll link to my favorite brand down below in the description and a pinned comment. A durable waterproof watch. I'm talking a cheap Casio, under 25 bucks. Something reliable for workouts and beach days or when you don't want to risk wearing your nicer watch. These are super affordable. They're basically indestructible. It's like a G-Shock for a fifth of the price. I have a few watches, including a couple of nicer ones, but I find myself reaching for these little Casios all the time, especially during summer when we're going to the pool a lot. $25 well spent. A wireless mic. This one's kind of specific for content creators, which is a lot of people these days, but it could be useful for people who are taking meetings on their phone. If you ever record anything on your phone, YouTube videos or interviews, whatever, these are a game changer for audio quality. So it's just the phone microphone, no external mic. This is how the audio sounds. Not bad, passable, not exactly professional. Now I'm gonna plug the mic in. And this is the audio with the mic. So I'm just kind of holding it in the vicinity of my mouth. You could clip it onto your shirt or your hat, jacket, tie, whatever. It sounds a lot more professional. It eliminates a lot of that background noise, and it just gives you a deeper, clearer signal. It just makes your content feel more polished and professional. People can tolerate lower quality video, but bad audio is very hard to listen to. Entry-level wireless mics for your phone start at like 25, 30 bucks. These are more than good enough for most people. If you spend a little more, like maybe $70 or $80, you can get a really good one. I'll link to these exact ones down below in the description. Glasses repair kit. If you wear glasses or sunglasses, just to get one of these $9 kits. Comes with tiny screws, nose pads, these little screwdrivers that you always wish you had when your glasses break. Even if you use it once every 2 years, it'll potentially save you hundreds of dollars if it means you don't have to buy new frames. I love repairing instead of replacing. I try to keep the things that I own for as long as possible, and I've used this kit multiple times. Clear storage bins. I have a bunch of these in different sizes. They're great for organizing small parts like screws, batteries, cables, random junk drawer stuff. Bigger ones could be good for like grooming stuff, bathroom stuff, or electronics. Get the clear ones so you can actually see what's inside. Label them if you like to feel like you have your life together. I just try to group them in a way that seems logical to me, so like tech stuff, bathroom stuff, small toys, large toys, you get the idea. Night Eyes gear ties bar. These are kind of like reusable zip ties, but I think they're better because they're easier to use. They're perfect for organizing cables or keeping stuff bundled up. They're flexible, durable, kind of addictive once you start using them. I keep finding new use cases for these things. And they're cheap too, so just buy a variety pack with different sizes and thank me later. Small pliers. I like a needle nose or lineman style. I think 7 inches is the most versatile size. You'll be surprised how often you reach for these. These are great for small fixes like pulling nails or opening impossible packaging, unscrewing something that's too tight. Out of all the tools in my toolbox, I find myself reaching for these most often. A battery organizer. This is a good one for parents because try as you might to avoid them, when you have young kids, you're gonna end up with a bunch of little battery-powered devices. I hate this thing so much. One of these organizers keeps them neat and lets you know what types of batteries could use a restock. It also has a tester built in, so you never have to wonder if those random batteries rolling around in your junk drawer still have any juice left. I love an organized home. I love a tidy junk drawer, so this is perfect for me. This here is the most popular one. There are a bunch of knockoffs, but I think it's worth paying a few extra dollars for the best version. Link in a pinned comment below. Come on. Come on. Come on. Magnetic safety locks. So these are for cabinets. And again, this one is mostly for parents or anybody who might have young kids visiting their house. There are many different devices you can use to secure or lock a cabinet. If you're going to have kids, you're going to need these. Or if you have friends or family that want to bring their kids over, they're going to feel a lot better if you have these installed. You don't need them everywhere, but we all have that cabinet under the sink with a bunch of random chemicals. It's best if small kids can't open it. I've tried a bunch of different versions of these locks, and the magnet ones are the best. It is a very clever mechanism. You just use this magnet to unlock the lock, and then it locks again automatically, and then you can actually store the magnet like under a cabinet or on your fridge, so it's always close by, but it's too high up for little kids to reach. These are really easy to install. There's no drilling required. They just stick, and they're invisible from the outside. To-go Tupperware set. You know, some restaurants have like really nice to-go containers. Just buy a pack for yourself. These are great when you're having people over for dinner. You can send everyone home with a little to-go package without sacrificing your actual good Tupperware, because you know it's never going to make its way way back to you. You can also bring these when you go to someone else's house. People always want to give you food when you're leaving, so just bring your own Tupperware so you don't have to use theirs. You can also use these to freeze food that might be wasted. Of course, there are non-plastic versions if you don't want to use plastic. I personally don't mind. Super cheap. I think it's worth having just one set. Electric toothbrush. Even the cheapest electric toothbrush cleans way better than a manual one. Your dental hygienist will tell you this, and they will notice once you switch to electric. These usually come with a built-in timer, even the affordable ones, so you'll actually brush for a full 2 minutes instead of, let's be honest, 30 seconds. And these days you can find them for around $25 or even less when they're on sale. These are a great like Black Friday or Cyber Monday pickup. There's really no excuse not to use an electric toothbrush anymore. Keychain pocket clip. This keeps your keys in place so they're not bouncing around or creating an awkward bulge in your pocket. Yeah, those unorganized keys, or are you just happy to see me? I've tried a bunch of different key organizers and carabiners. This clip style carabiner is the best thing that I've found so far. It's titanium, so it's really lightweight but very durable. You can go check out my latest EDC video for details, but this is the clip that I'm still using. I'll link the exact one down below in the description. Blackout curtains. Total game changer for sleep. Even if you don't think you're sensitive to light, give these a try. They're great for shift workers or kids' rooms who are taking naps in the middle of the day. Really anybody who wants to take a nap. They're especially useful during summer when the sun's coming up at like 5 a.m. and when your kids have to go to bed when it's not quite dark outside. You don't have to go high end. These are very much a function over form purchase, so feel free to go cheap at least to try them out and see if you like them. Houseplants. Did you know there's actual scientific evidence that the presence of plants can improve blood pressure and academic achievement and attention? That's crazy. They also just look nice. Any room in your house can be improved by simply adding a plant or 3. Try a snake plant like the one I have back here, or a pothos. Both are hard to kill, don't need a ton of light, and look great. You can get these for like 10, 15 bucks at your local hardware store or nursery. You can even buy plants online now. Seriously, it's like the easiest, cheapest home upgrade in the world. Cast iron skillet. Entry-level versions go for 25, 30 bucks, and they'll last you a lifetime. They're perfect for eggs, steaks, potatoes, veggies, pretty much everything in between. Sure, cast iron is a little bit higher maintenance than a non-stick. You gotta season it and clean it properly, but it's so worth the little bit of extra effort. And you really don't have to go high end. Get one from Lodge. They're made in the USA. They start at 20 bucks. If you haven't yet joined the cast iron revolution, this is your sign. Soft measuring tape. These are super handy when you're shopping for clothes online. You can measure the garments that you already own and then compare them to the clothes that you find online. Great for thrifting, like if you're looking on eBay or Poshmark. You can also measure your own body. Let's say you're shopping for a wristwatch and you want to know how big your wrist is. Maybe you haven't gone to watchsizeguide.com yet and figured this out. It's free. It'll teach you how to measure your wrist and then calculate the perfect watch size for your wrist. Go check it out. These soft measuring tapes are better for measuring anything that's not perfectly flat and straight, like a body part or a shirt sleeve. They're very affordable, so I think it makes sense to just keep one around. Reusable tote. Throw one in your car, leave one in your favorite suitcase. I find that when I'm traveling, I always wish I brought a reusable tote bag like this. It saves plastic. It holds way more than those flimsy grocery bags. Bonus points if it folds up into a tiny little pouch. This one is from Orbit Key. It's really nice. I mean, you can find cheaper ones on Amazon, but I'll link to this one below. Cheap sunglasses for the car. Keep an extra pair of cheap sunglasses in your glove compartment so you're never squinting your way home during a sunny drive. It doesn't matter if they're not high quality or if they're not your favorite style. These are your car shades. You won't cry if they get scratched, and they're always right where you need them. Speaking of car shades, bonus round, a car shade. I never thought I needed one of these until I moved to Arizona. I noticed that here, everybody has one. Like in a parking lot, every single car has one of these shades up. Now I get it. I use it every single time I get out of my car from like April through October. It really does cut down on the heat. It's surprising how much of a difference it makes. They fold up small for easy storage, and they cost a few bucks. It's a no-brainer purchase. There we have it, 25, 26 small purchases under $25 that enhance your everyday life. Let me know in the comments, what's one cheap purchase that's made a difference for you? Thank you again to Skims for supporting the channel by sponsoring this video. Links in description to check out their men's collection of underwear. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time.